Welcome back to Sepulkrum. Look what I got here. The DW-5000R. Got this watch a few years ago. And many people know that this watch has a big problem with the LCD, which is barely visible. I'm going to be changing the module, and I'm going to be installing a module from a DW-5030C. That's the part number. I got this module from Watch Battery UK. Once I remove it, I'm going to be trying to replace the LCD with this one from a DW-5600 3525, because this the 5000 uses an LED light, not an EL light. You can see the pattern on the screen is different. Like the 5000 has a flash alert, but side by side you can see the difference. This one, even though it's a cheaper watch, it looks darker. But we have nothing to lose. We just try it out at the end. So for now, I got shock base here opened up, and there's 3 different 5030s DW, and here's the base one, and this is the one that I got the module from, the DW-5030C. You can see the difference is the color of the LCD, which is practically, I think it's the same color. The difference is there is the LCD might be transparent, and it might have a color paper on the back. I did not disassemble the module, so I wouldn't know. Or maybe the LCD is different color, I don't know. Now the other issue or thing that's going to be different is this module uses an EL light, right? And you can see the light button is up here on the top. The 5000 uses the light button. No, sorry. Light is down here. Light on off is on top, but the actual light is down here. On the 5000, the light is on top. So that's going to be flipped. If you're okay with that, and you're going to get better visibility on the watch, plus EL light, you might like this modification. Now I also got the gold screws that go with the 5030D. This one has gold bezel screws, because the 5030C has black screws. This one comes with black screws, which I also have right here, discontinued, same as the GW-5000. I did some research, and American Perfect do not have them available. You can see it does not have a buy it now button. But if you go to the Watch Battery UK, it appears that they do have them. So you would add them to your basket. Destination United States, international track, accept, click for payment, okay, and it'll come out to like £20.99, which might be like $30, I don't know, something like that. So it's not guaranteed, because sometimes they do list things and they're not available. So, but they are discontinued. Those screws are discontinued, and the screws for the metal case are not the same as resin case. So do not try to put resin case screws on this, because you will damage either the screw or the case. you've been warned. So American Perfect has the gold screws, which they are also discontinued, 1027 3040, and apparently they have them for $7 each. So you can search the website with that part number, 1027 3040. Maybe you get lucky. So that's the plan for today. That's the part number here. If you search on Shockbase, it'll give you all the watches that use those gold screws right here. So that's going to be the goal right here. And as an added bonus, I got gold buttons right here. Also discontinued, and they go on all these models right here, so I should not have any problems installing them here. So we'll see if they fit or not. We'll take a measurement once we open up the watch. So let's start taking this bad boy apart. This was not an easy project. I've been searching for parts for a long time. You can see the straps on the 5000 are different than on a regular 5600, if you didn't know. They're much softer. The bezel is also different. You can see the 5000 is all flat on top. It doesn't have a step like on the regular 5600. Now this is promising. You see how it says 3229? This one says 3225. Let me see if I can get that troubleshooting screen again. Look. Same number. So I'm thinking the LCDs might be interchangeable. That might be a cheaper option for a lot of people. So who knows? And they do have different module numbers, 3575 on the 5000 and 3525 on these newer DW-5600. So cross your fingers. All right, let me set the straps to the side. I need to get my tool to open up this back case. When you have the correct tool, it's not that difficult to do. All right, now I put it away. You know, I've never used this watch outside. I think I put it on once or twice here in the house, but I've never gone outside with it. Let me see if I can poke at it. Lift. There it is. And it does have this casing here. which you can lift. If you've never seen it inside, it's got the antique magnetic tape here, or spacer tape, but this is not a multiband watch, so that's just got to be tape for spacing. This actually has a part number. Let me show you. 1044 2288 right here. I actually got it just in case it was different, because there's no part numbers available for the 5000, but it actually is the same. The color is a little bit different, but it's exactly the same thing. We get the new module. All right. And I have a follow-up on a previous video. Well, there it is. It's actually, the LCD is actually a different color. It's not transparent. You can see that it's different here. Let me see if I can turn on the light. There it is. EL light. Japan movement. So I got that one ready. And as a follow-up, I don't know if you remember my very special GW-50-35A from the Big Bang Black collection. This watch had this ultra black bezel here, which I call it is a Banta Black, and I ordered a brand new one because this one you can see has had a little scuff mark there, and it arrived right here, and a new strap here. So if I ever decide to like hang it up in the collection and not use it, I could hang it up with the new bezel and the new strap. And this bezel right here actually goes with the new module. That's a 5030C bezel right there. So I could swap it out just in case. But I haven't decided yet. So for now, let's just, oh no, I gotta put this in first. I'm gonna do a quick test here because I am changing the buttons so you can see how it looks. So it has notches. You see the notch right there? So what you gotta do is align it. And then get yourself a pick. To be able to push the buttons. There it is. And just like that, you fix the DW-5000R. With the difference that this is no longer the light is now down here. And it has an EL light. Look at that. So, let me pick all this up and I'll be back. Alright, let's remove the module again. To remove one of the buttons, so you can see that that new module fits in here perfectly. They have the exact same shape and size. Let's grab one button here. Let's grab this one. got that C-clip right here. Got it. Put her here. The buttons are not the same as the GW-5000. I think those are different. That's not the button. It's this one. You can see it has tiny O-rings right there, and it does not have a spring. Let me see the new ones. Oh, so I see the new ones may not fit because they do come with a spring. That is weird. Should have had a spring, because you see how it's going in and out. Did it jump out somewhere? I have to take out another one. Let me see. Now I gotta double check. That's the problem when you are recording and you can't see. Got it. All right, let me see. Oh, spring. Oh, yes, it is. There it is. That's the spring right there. You see, I'm going blind. I'm already blind. It's just there. I didn't see it. And I got double goggles on. So I think these are going to work just fine. Let me see. Yep. They look about right. So the way I lube them, the new ones, I just get my O-ring luber and I just press it like this. That's it. Perfect. Perfect. Right. Let me switch out the rest and I'll be back. Alright, all buttons are installed. Check it out. And they are all the same size. You can see now they adjust. Sticks out a little bit more. This is a regular button and this is the old adjust. You can see that the button head is a little bit shorter. So now we got all same size buttons. I have to uninstall the battery to double check. I don't remember if I swapped out the battery, because when you do get one of these modules, remember this is an old module that just been sitting in a shelf that nobody has bought, and it has that old battery, so you got to replace it. And I bought this module a few months ago. I don't remember if I swapped out the battery. That's gonna be easy to check. If it has the new logo, then I swapped it out. 2016 Panasonic. It's got the new logo. That means I swapped it out because the old 20-plus-year-old battery does not have that logo. Alright, so let's put it back. Make sure it clips in place. Right there. And let's do an AC reset, which is over here in the top. I like to look at it just to make sure that it turns off and back on. Right there. Let's do it again. So, got it. All right. Let me put this on. So I think it goes like, maybe like this. Nope. Is it? Yeah, I think it does. Well, this is from the other module. So I gotta find a way to fit this. Yeah, right there. It still fits. You can see it has the notches right there. The piezo spring sticks out. And the speaker spring also sticks up. So that should be good. Let's remove the O-ring to lubricate. Now let's see this part right here. That right there should also fit. Let's see if I can get the notches there. I just gotta find a way to align it. There, perfect. It's a little bit different, but it still works. Original O-ring, because the watch is still brand new. Make sure the O-ring is seated in the channel. There. And now we are going to carefully close this back up using the ball back and forth. Make sure you don't cross thread anything. Keeping an eye on that O-ring so it doesn't get kinked. Let's try out the sound, and it works. Perfect. So the modules, both modules have the same amount of alarms. They're basically the same thing. I think I did print out a sheet with a difference. I gotta look for it. All right, let me get the tool again so I can close it, and I'll be back. All right, it's in there. Being very careful. Yep, that's tight enough. Let's spit out one of the corner knobs here. So that should be good enough when I put it away. All right, next step is gonna be to change out the screws. You see they are exactly the same, except for the color, of course. Make sure you don't cross thread here. Still got one in the package. Right there. Now, some of you are probably thinking it'd be easier just to get a DW-5030C, but you got to remember the 5030C is from 2013. This is how much they're going for used on eBay right now, $887. You got that kind of money? It says used, but it looks new old stock. I don't know. The DW-5000 you could get for what is it, like between $150 $200. I'm gonna keep that same bezel just to keep that original look. Of the 5000. You gotta be very careful here not to scratch the case. But my hands don't want to work. That's okay though. I'm not in a rush. There it is. Let me see if I can put it on time. Check it out. Pretty nice. Look at them viewing angles now. Older module with better viewing angles. Isn't that crazy? All right, let me put the screws away, and we're gonna open that up and open this watch up. All right, let's take out this module out first. That way we can compare the modules side by side. Everything to the side. Just dig it out. Put the case to the side. You can see they look pretty much identical. The casing here even have the same number, 3509, L12, L11. So it looks like I don't even have to change the LCD. All I gotta do is change the board. Look, this one has the spring here. Piezo spring fell off, look. I was noticing something different. So the 5000 module has the spring. The tab here, it does not have a spring. That's one difference. The spring goes right here, like this. The reason it doesn't have a spring is because it has a screw back, and when you're screwing it back, the spring might get damaged. On a 5000, a GW-5000, it does have a spring, but the plastic part inside covers most of the spring, and it just has a small amount of the spring poking out. So let's take this one apart first, the 5000, the DW-5000 module first. Let's remove the battery. This tape is crazy, crazy strong. CR 2016. Got my little flat tip screwdriver here. Well, that's not a flat tip. Where are you? Found it. Pop the little tabs. All right, let's leave it like this. This is the 12 o'clock. Let's open this one up. Same battery, CR 2016. The piezo spring fell off again. Make sure all the tabs are open. Got this one left. The connections look identical. So this is the 5000, 5600. Look at that. Let's look at it from the other side. Let's see if I can take it off. Is it glued? So it's 3525 ST. 3525 is a module on the 5600. Keep that in mind. Look at that. So only this number is different, the one at the bottom. But the main number here on the top is the same. 5600 goes here, 5000. All right. So let's keep this here. This has the spring, right? This is the 5600 LCD. Long zebra stripe, short, long, short. So, is it? No, it goes like this. Because it has two notches here and one here. It should go like this. Perfect. So now I use the DW-5000 motherboard with the DW-5600 LCD. This is the 5000 cage. Moment of truth. I think it's going to work. Make sure it's closed. Voila! Let's do an AC reset. There it is. So the only difference is going to be the screen layout when it comes to the flash. So that's how you would know that it has a different LCD. So I think, let me see if I could do the troubleshooting screen from here. I think it's this. There. There it is. So let's see. I've never used this module before, so let me see if I find. All right, so the alarms, they're just going to be showing on this side instead of over here like the 5000 would. And I just got to turn on the flash alert. Got to find out how to do that on this module. I'll be back. I'm checking. I'll be back. So it's from the front main screen. You press down here, and instead of flash, you get that symbol. And now if I go to the timer, I set it for 1 second. You see the light? So that means everything works. Here's the stopwatch. Reset over here. Alright, let's turn off the alarm. That way we don't waste the battery. And here is the 5600 module. And you can see that crappy LCD here. And now this one, oh, it's backwards on this one. You get the flash word instead. And the alarms, you get the symbols over here instead of on the corners over there. Why would they make an LCD this crappy for such an expensive watch? Anybody has an answer for that? Now the question is, the DW-5600 I think only has one alarm also. Let me see. Yeah. So it's basically the same thing. Now I'm wondering if I change the plastic, I'm going to be able to install it on the 5600, which is basically the same thing. But let's try it here. Open it up. There it is. So it fits. The 5000 module fits on the DW-5600. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? Let me clean this up. Remember, this is the original 5600 module with the 5000 LCD. I'm going to keep this one just in case I want to swap it out back into the 5000. Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to put this one back together. And that's going to be it. Thank you for watching. Now I have a crappy 5600. Peace out. Boom.